Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Yari Hearts Books, and this video is my last video in my rereading the Lunar Chronicles and pen film. And you know, spoiler reading vlog. So I'm gonna be reading Winter in this vlog, the last book, the Lunar Chronicles. And so it's a Saturday, September 26, 1:34 a.m. and there's not that many days left in September, and I was supposed to just be reading this the entire month of September. I have other books that I have to read this month, mainly one other book that I really have to, not really, but I want to finish in September, and I don't have that many days left. So the other book I'm reading is An Ember in the Ashes. I still have a good, pretty much like the whole book left to read. And then I also have this entire book left to read, which is over 800 pages. It may not seem that way because it's really thin pages, but it's over 800 pages. And like I said, there's not many days left in September. So today I'm going to be focusing on reading as much of this as I can and annotating and telling you guys thoughts and feelings as I read it. And yeah, so we're just gonna get started, and hopefully I can finish this before the end of September, as well as An Ember in the Ashes. But let's just focus on this for today. So yes, let's just get right into it. Before I hop into starting this, I do want to mention that I'm going to be annotating this a little bit differently because, like I said, this has really thin pages. So I usually highlight, and I use these other pens. I'll show you. This is right here. I use these pens. But like they would definitely, because the point, they will definitely bleed through the pages. So I'm not going to be highlighting. I'm just going to be writing and underlining with these pens, which they're just regular ballpoint pens. So it shouldn't really bleed too much through the pages. And then of course I'm going to be using my sticky tabs. So yeah, just wanted to mention that because yes, I'm super nervous about the fact that these pages are super thin. So yeah, so now let's get to reading. Okay, so it's still Saturday, September 26th. It's 12:43 p.m. now, and I have gotten to I'm on page 66 of Winter, chapter 8. So I've annotated a few things. One thing I want to say is that I forgot, like, my favorite like relationship in this series is Crescent Thorn, but I forgot how cute Winter and Jason's friendship slash relationship is. Like, I think like 2 or 3 of these of the pink is them. Also, I wanted to mention how Jason, he got his sentence for betraying Levana. for like everything that happened in Crest. I'm not gonna go into it because if you've seen my Crest spoiler vlog, then you know what I'm talking about, like everything that he did, like shooting his thaumaturge and all, working with Cinder, all of that. He explained everything away. So yeah, he got charged, so he had to self-inflict some lashes on himself, which is not really himself, it's a thaumaturge, which was Avery controlling him to do it. But what I find weird is that, like, after that, after the lashes, and then him being just like, I guess, like tied outside for like a day and not getting any food or whatever, they have these suspension things where like they put them in, like people who are injured, they put them in there and then it helps heal them. So then after like the lashes and then him being like tied up for like a day, they put him in there so like to heal his wounds. And I'm like, if it's a punishment, especially because it's Levana, like why would you want to help them heal their wounds quicker? That just seems weird. So I don't get that, like why they do that. Like, yes, we're going to punish you, you have to like inflict lashes on yourself, but we'll heal you after. I don't know, I found that weird. And I don't remember like reading that last time, but I find that weird. Like, you would think that you would want them to suffer as long as possible and have their wounds heal on their own and not help them out. But yeah, 66 pages in, a lot has happened, mainly the whole situation. Oh, Jason did tell Winter to tell Scarlet, who is Winter's pet at the moment, that the Cinder and all of them are coming, and Wolf of course they're coming to save her, to give Scarlet some hope that, well, so she knows that they're all alive, and to give her some hope that she will be safe soon. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and I'm gonna go finish making my tea, and then I'm gonna keep on reading. Hey guys, so it is still September 26th, 8:11 p.m. So Winter, I am on page 203, chapter 24. And okay, so Kai made it back to Earth. He made Levana think that it was like her idea, or like whatever, that to have the wedding on Luna so that he can get the whole Rampion crew to like sneak them into Luna. We had that happen. We had their plan go awry. It started off well and then it went bad, where Crest ended up accidentally getting left behind, and now Thorn is like really torn about it. He's like really upset about it. So now Cinder has both Wolf and Thorn like really upset that they got separated from like the person that they're like have a crush on, I guess. Yeah. Oh, we also had, so I did one pink up here. This was when they were taking Kai back to Earth, and Thorn is the one that took him down there, and I just put it up here because I just love the entire chapter. Just because I felt like there was a lot of funny lines, a lot of good quotes, I feel like, and they touched on some important things. And one of the things that I loved about it is that just the whole 101 that Thorn and Kai had, and how Thorn was talking about how Cress like fell in love with this version of himself that he's not. So then Kai, he said something to like maybe you should try and be that person that she thinks that you were. And I was like, yeah. And then like later on, he does say, I forgot exactly what he said, but he does say something that that you can see that he took that to heart, and that I think he's actually going to try and do better. I'm also still really liking the Jason and Winter's friendship slash relationship. I just think it's cute, especially because they have been friends since childhood. So the part that I got up to, Cress got left behind and Winter noticed, but she ends up saving Cress. So like, no, Levana doesn't know that she's there, but her and Jason, Winter and Jason, are going to take her to the guards quarters and hide her there until they can figure out a way to get her back to like Cinder, Wolf, and Thorn. I'm super excited also for the reunions, because I know the reunion between, spoiler alert if you haven't I'm pretty sure if you haven't read the rest of the book, but the reunion between Wolf and Scarlet, I remember that was I remember that was a really cute scene, so I'm excited to read that. And I'm also excited to read the reunion between Thorn and Cress. I don't remember how exactly that went, but I love them, so I'm excited for them to be reunited as well. Also, they are trying to get to Wolf's parents, so that because they want to do like this whole video where so they could get like the people of Luna on their side, and then, you know, tell them like, I'm Cinder to be like, oh, I'm Prison Celine, like let's take down Levana. So yeah, so that's happening. I'm excited to keep going. I wanted to get to page 400, but that's not gonna happen because it's already 8, and I think I have to like shower and probably gonna wash my hair tonight, so I don't think I'm gonna get to page 400. But yeah, I am glad with the progress that I made in pretty much in one day. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna continue reading this. Probably read a little bit later once I shower, and then I'll continue it again once I get home from work tomorrow. So yes, that is the update, and I'll talk to you guys again later. Hey guys, it is Sunday, September 27th. It is 10:51 p.m. Okay, I don't remember the last thing I updated you guys on, obviously Winter. I am now on page 275. I'm on chapter 32. A few things have happened. Mainly Levana asking Jason to kill Winter because she's so freaking annoying. I literally cannot stand Levana. She's so annoying. All the things that she says, it's just like, what? But yeah, oh, I think I did mention that Jason is keeping Cress in his private room in the guards quarters, and once Levana asked him to kill Winter, he comes up with a plan to help Winter and Scarlet escape, and he had the plan to help Cress escape as well, but then Cress was like, because she would need to like mess with like the cameras and stuff, so she was like in her head, she's like, as much as I want to leave this place and get back with the others, it's better if I stay here, because the 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 hacking that she has to do would be better if she stays in the palace. So they helped Scarlet and Winter escape. The part that I just read was, oh, he also had to kill Rue which was Winter's white wolf. Yeah, so the part that I just read, Jason told Levana the news that he killed Winter, and Levana is like, before he tells her the news, she's like thinking about like how life would be so much better if Jason succeeds and he actually kills Winter. And one of the things she says is, what she says, if Jason succeeded, she would never again have to listen to her mindless mutterings. She would never again have to defend her from the mocking laughter of the courts. I'm like, defender, you've never defended her. Like, when in your mind did you think that you were defending her? You were doing the complete opposite. Honestly, I can't stand this person. And like, the more I read, I remember I didn't like Levana the first time I read the series, but now rereading the books, and I don't know if it's because I'm actually annotating, so like I'm noticing like the amount of times that she annoys me, and I highlight or underline lines that she says. I'm just like I think I do want to mention, one like good quote that I found. Well, like two. They were like really close to each other. So Winter, to end on a high note for this clip. So Scarlet and Winter, they're on, it's not a spaceship, like a small spaceship. I don't know science. Anyways, so because they're trying to escape, right? And Scarlet is trying to understand why Winter won't use her glamour, because obviously Winter not using her glamour is making her see, not delusions, hallucinations. So Scarlett's trying to understand like why she just won't use her glamour, so that she doesn't experience those things, because Winter, she hasn't used her glamour in so long that the hallucinations that she sees are really intense, and it takes a lot out of her. And Scarlet says, why don't you just, Scarlet says, it makes you worse. Why can't you just do good things with it? And then it says, Winter laughed against the strain of the delusion. They all believe they are doing good. So like, she's talking about all the other Lunars. And then she talks about an experience that she had when she did use her glamour. Winter, she used her glamour, and she thought she was helping out this person, but it turned out that she was just the person she was trying to help, she was just keeping them in their pain and suffering longer. So Winter says, and this is the part that I underlined, she says, for who am I to presume what is good for others? So I thought it was good, because like, you can use your glamour for like what you think is good, but what you think is good may not be good to somebody else. So I thought that was like a good quote. So yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna mention for now. I just stopped reading because I'm really hungry, even though it's like almost 11 p.m. I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna eat something, then I'll probably like read a little bit more, but I'll update you guys again tomorrow. Okay, so it's been a good while. I don't even remember what my last update was, because I was supposed to update. I've read like a good amount, and probably like 100 pages, and I forgot to like film an actual update. So it is Monday, October 12th, 8:06 p.m. And okay, I am now on page 410, chapter 47. A lot has happened. I again completely forgot to update you guys. What is the hammering? It's a good amount has happened. Mainly what has happened, I think I talked about Scarlet and Wolf's reunion. Yes, so they were able to get Cinder's video to play, and the sector that they're at, they rebelled a bit, and yeah, but then like Levana found out about it, obviously, and she sent her soldiers over there, some thaumaturgists or whatever. And at this point, it was Scarlet, Wolf, Thorn, Aiko. They all went to like this warehouse type of thing. I forgot why. But they were there. And then that's when the soldiers came to like get control over this sector again, and because they knew that Cinder and all of them were there, so to capture them, basically, they kind of get control. Not the soldiers, like the thaumaturgists, and they were like military or whatever, and Luna, they get control over the people again. But they didn't want to tell them where Cinder was, so they were like, okay, fine, so if you don't want to tell us, we're gonna kill one person until you tell us where she is. So eventually Cinder gave herself up because she couldn't like deal with people risking their lives and being killed because of her, so she kind of like surrendered. There was a whole big like fighting scene, but Cinder and Wolf are the ones that end up getting captured. So right before all of that happened, Aiko was like, and they were like, oh, Winter is alone in the house, somebody needs to go make sure she's okay. So Aiko goes to do that, and Winter is hiding, and the thaumaturge and one of the soldiers, they go to the house, they go in, they have like a big fight, but and the thaumaturge tells what is his name, tells the soldier, so the thaumaturge tells Kini to kill Winter, but Kini's like, what the freak, Winter's still alive, and the thaumaturge is like, kill her, and he's like, what the freak. So Kini ends up, I'm pretty sure he ends up shooting the thaumaturge and kills the thaumaturge, because he was like, oh yes, he shoots him. And then I underlined a line. Okay, yeah, so I underlined a part where Kenny is like, that's the first time I pulled the trigger myself. Like, I put that as a blue as a sad, because it's just like they literally have zero control over their own bodies and what they do with their bodies. Like, that's so messed up. So yeah, so that happened. So when Keenan goes back with his crew, he tells them that it was like an accident. He doesn't tell them, obviously, that it was him that shot the thaumaturge. Cinder and Wolf get captured. So now Winter is the one that is coming up with a plan of what to do next. And basically, okay, so I'll just read it off. So she says, Thorn and Aiko will go to Artemisia and try to save Celine and Wolf and Jason and Cress. while you and I disappear underground, talking about Scarlet and Winter, into the lava tubes and the shadows, and there we shall raise an army of our own. And then later, a little bit under, it says, I am serious, they are killers, and they are animals, and they are predators yearning to be free. You know this, Scarlet friend. You have already freed one. Winter stood and placed a hand on the wall for balance and skirted around the small table. So basically, they're gonna go underground to the lava tubes to try and get the wolf hybrids to join them, and they create their own army to take down Levana. Okay, I do want to mention this one part because I highlighted in pink because I just love this whole like group that they have formed and like their little back and forths. So this is Wolf talking. He's like, my point is that I'm going to figure this out like I always do. First, we're going to find a way to get into Artemisia. We're going to find Cress and rescue Cinder and Wolf. We're going to overthrow Levana, and by the stars above, we are going to make Cinder a queen so she can pay us a lot of money from her royal coffers, and we can all retire very rich and very alive. Got it? Winter started to clap. Brilliant speech, such gumption and bravado, and yet strangely lacking in any sort of actual strategy, said Scarlet. Oh good, I'm glad you noticed that too, said Aiko. I was worried my processor might be glitching. She felt for the back of her head. And I just wrote, I love this crew, like this little group that they've created, like comes together. I just love them together, like all their banters, and if also like the way that they like talk back to Thorn and tell him how ridiculous he is, like straight up, like you're being ridiculous, like no. But I just love the little crew. So also what I read was when Kenny gets back to the palace and he goes into Jason's room where Cress is, and he sees Cress, he sees Jason, but then Kenny just ends up telling Jason that one, he saw Winter, she seems to be fine, and the fact of what he did, that he killed his thaumaturge because he told him to kill Winter. He told him to kill Winter. So yeah, so now they have to like escape from the palace, because I forgot how, but they were like, oh, Levana's gonna know. Oh, because they found, I remember now, they found the little pod ship thing that Winter and Scarlet escaped on, which they used like Jason's information to use. So they were like, oh, Levana's gonna know that it was me and that Winter's still alive, so we need to like bounce, we need to get out of here. So that's what they so now Cress and Jason need to escape. Yeah, so then what I read just now was the whole, it was just a Kai chapter where he pretty much, the wedding is about to happen. Oh, I forgot a major part. Cinder is in like the dungeon or whatever. And so is her stepmother, her stepsister. So they had like a little reunion, but we haven't like, I haven't read like a chapter yet with like they like talk it out or whatever. So yes, they're together in a cell. And then Levana sent Kai a wedding present, and it was one of Cinder's cyborg fingers. So he's not sure if Cinder's alive or dead or what's going on. So yeah, I think that's the last thing that I read. Oh, I'm gonna read you this one line because it super annoyed me, because the Levana line, of course it annoyed me. So she's like, without a mirror, Levana knew she was beautiful. She was the most beautiful queen Luna had ever known, and Kyoto was lucky to have such a bride. I wrote Roll's eyes because she's so freaking annoying. Anyways, yes. Anyways, that is it. That's the update I have for now. I'm actually gonna end this vlog now because I thought it would be better if I split this vlog into two, since this book is so long. I'm pretty much halfway into the book because it's like 800 pages. So I'm ending this part one now. Hopefully it won't take me 800 years to post part two, to read this and post part two. But yeah, that is it for this vlog. Please stay tuned for part two and the final video in this series that I have going on, rereading the Lunar Chronicles. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.